The Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro are to be announced next week, which promises to give us everything new. But as someone who has used the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro and done a ton of videos on them, they have had their shortcomings in the past. So this time around, I want to talk to you guys about the 5 things Google need to fix in order for the Pixel 9 series to be in the conversation for Phone of the Year. Let's go. Hey guys, my name is Koin Salah, but you can call me KJ. So one of the biggest, and I mean the biggest complaints that I got anytime I talked about the Pixel 8 or the Pixel 8 Pro was the performance. You guys don't like Tensor. And I've seen comments saying it's trash, it can never be anything more than it is currently, it is always going to be a discount Exynos chip and all that stuff. For one, I will never minimize anyone's opinions, but sometimes it just feels like a lot of people are commenting based on what they read or, it's just herd mentality. And don't get me wrong, Tensor is not the best, especially when compared with other objectively better phones like the 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra. Compared to those two, Tensor is vastly inferior. That being said, Google is known for being a software company and they found a way to integrate Tensor with the Google experience. They integrated it so well that it does not feel like an inferior phone. Scrolling with 120Hz turned on is smooth as ever, apps open on time, video playback is just as good, and I haven't really noticed anything that makes me want to throw this phone aside and never pick it up again. And in all honesty, this has been my most used phone in 2024. I mean, sure, I have the 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra, but I always come back to this because of the software experience. And while Tensor is good for its primary purpose or functions, it does have its issues when it comes to taking things like pictures and its shutter lag. Also, processing pictures also takes a few seconds each time, which gets annoying after a while. Then if you go into more intensive stuff like gaming, Call of Duty Mobile, for example, will have a few drops in frame rates. You will also get overheating after a few sessions. And these are just a few issues a lot of people have with the Pixel 8. Now with the Pixel 9 and the Tensor G4 that we'll be having next week, this is year 4 into Google trying their own SoC. And I really hope that they get it right. Like, I really want Google to succeed because when there's competition, we, the consumers, are the ones that get the best of the best in terms of innovation. So here is hoping the Pixel 9's performance rivals that of the iPhone and the Samsung devices. And with a better performance in a phone, it usually affects the battery for the best or for the worse. And we all saw what happened with Samsung with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. But people will ask me, KJ, what about the battery life on the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro? Well, it was okay. Battery life on both phones varied a lot of the time. Sometimes I got good battery life, lasts me the whole day and then some, and other times it dies before it's even 3 p.m. And it's not like I'm doing anything crazy, just the usual stuff like watching videos, texting, scrolling through social media, taking pictures occasionally, amongst other things. With the Pixel 9 Pro, I hope they give us like 6,000 mAh of battery instead of 5,000, but what I've learned is a bigger battery does not really matter if the chip inside the phone is not well optimized. And I know we're talking about Tensor G4 again, but I honestly think this is the last leg for Google. They have to get it right this time around. The Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro's design is flagship quality, so I believe the performance should follow the same pace. And speaking of pace, the third thing I'm expecting Google to fix is charging. And oh my bloody days, this is one of the slowest phones to charge if you are in a hurry or if you quickly need to top up your phone before heading out. And for context, the charging speed here caps at 30 watts, so it's roughly 90 minutes to get your phone from 0 to 100. 90 minutes is such a long time. 90 minutes is a full length of a football match. And sure, if you only charge your phone once a day when you're about to go to bed, then this might not apply to you, but I can assure you that there will be times you will need to quickly top up your phone and it will get you annoyed when it goes from 0 to 50 in like an hour. Will the Pixel 9 now have the super VOOC fast charging like Oppo does? I highly doubt it. I think the max they're going to give us is like 45 watts like the S24 Ultra and call it a day. I'm very happy to be proven wrong, but I don't foresee that happening when it is announced next week. And if you're still watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You guys have asked me how I make great videos, but I only have 19,000 subs. Well, this is your time to change that. So subscribe to the video, like this video also, and maybe, just maybe, I'll do a giveaway at 20,000 subs. And of course, number 4 is the display. The Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro's displays were very good. It had the super actual display on the Pixel 8 Pro and the actual display on the Pixel 8. And it had everything going for it. Great brightness with up to 2400 nits of max brightness, 120Hz refresh rate with a good touch sample rate, and almost flat display with symmetrical bezels. All this could have been a 10 over 10, except the god-awful optical fingerprint scanner. So over time, I learned to tolerate it. I learned the different ways to open my phone without having to do it twice. But in a few months, I mostly switched to Face Unlock because it was faster and less annoying. Let's look at a few things. The optical fingerprint reader here is low grade because I have used other phones with the same sensor and is much faster than the Pixel 8. The flash each time you press it is annoying, especially at night or even when you wake up at night. And third, it takes about 2, sometimes 3 tries for it to finally unlock. I am begging Google. Look, I will even go on my knees if I have to, but I need Google to finally put the ultrasonic fingerprint reader in the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro. You know, the ones that are seen on the S24 Ultra and other high-end Android phones. Face Unlock might also need an improvement because at night, it doesn't even recognize who you are, so I then have to resort to using the fingerprint scanner. Do you see the kind of dilemma that I deal with on a daily basis? Now, out of everything on this list, this ranks as number 2 on my list, and that's just how I don't like the optical fingerprint scanner. We'll all see if that changes by next week. And last but certainly not the least, the cameras. I know I'm not talking about pictures because the Pixels, in my opinion, take the best pictures from a smartphone without a doubt. It's better than the iPhone 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max. It's also better than the S24 Ultra. And yes, I said it. But what I need Google to fix is the video camera. If Google want their younger demographic, you know, the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas to even look at their phones in any way possible, especially here in North America, they need to find a way to make the video camera so good that it rivals the iPhone. Kind of like the time when the Pixel 2 had everyone in a chokehold with how good the cameras were. And I don't think they should depend on their software to make it better. Video Boost didn't exactly do the best job the way it was intended. How many people remembered to turn it on when they wanted to take a video? And 2, how many people even remembered it was part of a feature set on the Pixel 8 Pro? I need the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro to objectively improve the video capabilities to the point where people notice and start considering their options between the iPhone and even a Samsung phone to the Pixel 9 or the Pixel 9 Pro. But like I said, only time will tell. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video as this helps the channel reach more people. My name is KJ and I'll catch you guys in the next one.